Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. So since the price of Bitcoin right now is flashing a very interesting scenario, as you can see, we broke out of this resistance that we talked about yesterday's video. That was around 48,500, 48,600. But you can see, unfortunately, the price was not able to find support above that price level. So that's why I said you very clearly, unless we are not going to break this resistance, in our case we almost came around this 49,200 price area, but we were not able to flip that resistance into support. And right now, if you look at the price action, we can see we are again below that resistance line. What does this mean here for the immediate short term? Because if we are going to see some more consolidation or even a range bound type of scenario, that should be absolutely fine. Why? Because you can see here from the previous example, if you look at this falling wedge pattern, reversal pattern on the right hand side, continuation pattern on the left hand side. If you look at this reversal pattern, continuation is exactly what we are forming right now, the falling wedge after this continuation here, right? So if you look in our case, guys, you can see this here was a reversal pattern, and even after this falling wedge breakout, you can see we did had some sort of a reversal before price again started continue this rally here to the upside. So does this mean the price of Bitcoin could also see some more a pullback, a smaller pullback before again moving here to the upside? That would also make a lot of sense, because in our case right now, if we look at this price structure around this area, I am going to show you a very interesting scenario, and I'm also going to add a reason why we are getting this rejection around this price range and what must be done, right? So now if we look at this another example, so now what we are going to do, again, we are going to take this Fibonacci extension from this swing low till this swing high and look at this price action here in a daily time frame, because yesterday when the price of Bitcoin pierced through this resistance line of 0.382 Fibonacci extension line that was lying around 48,500, 48,600 range, you can see we pierced through it, but we were unable to flip that resistance into support. And right now, as you can see, we are again below this resistance line. So is this something what we have to worry? Because as I've already said you on my yesterday video, even if we do see any sort of a pullback, we are aware this lower line around this 45 to 46,000, we do have some strong line of support lying around for Bitcoin. And after that, we could see another attempt to break here towards this 50,000 price range. Why? Because even if we do see this shakeout, right, we have said yesterday this could still be in favor for bulls. Why? Because this could still play out as an inverse head and shoulder type of scenario. And now I'm also going to give you a reason why this inverse head and shoulder would make a lot of sense at this current stage for the immediate short term, guys. Let me show you this chart here. So now what we are going to do is we are going to look at this price action in a very simple way, guys. I am going to simply add this resistance first around this 48,500, 48,600. We are aware of that, right? And again, another trend line here to the downside. So if we look at this price structure carefully, what can you see, guys? This here, right? This here is known as a descending right angle broadening formation. This is a very nice chart from Vince Prince, so big shout out to him. So guys, now if you only focus around this descending right angle broadening formation, you can see a horizontal line which is acting as a resistance, and in our case this is a very strong resistance line around this price range of 48,500 to 48,600, as you can see here, right? And to the downside, as you can see, the lower line is acting as a support, just like here. You can see here, guys, support, right? Support. So the lower line is acting as a support, upper line is acting as a resistance. And now if you look at this price movement inside this descending right angle broadening formation, you can see this actually looks like inverse head and shoulder. You can see left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. So if you look at this inverse head and shoulder, you can see this formation could be taking place, but could still be in favor of bulls. So that's why, guys, if we do see any sort of a shakeout around this price range, this could still be turning out in favor of bulls, and price could see potential movement here in this manner. Because according to the broadening formation, this descending right angle broadening formation, you can see price could see a final pullback that could be around 45 to 46,000, and again breaking out, flipping this resistance into support and continuing this rally here to the upside. And if that is going to happen, then this scenario would make a lot of sense, because also in the previous example we did saw some sort of a shakeout on our way before price started this rally here to the upper direction. So now, as you can see, things are making a lot of sense, right? But if we look here in a smaller time frame around this price range, I want to show you another interesting scenario that could also be playing out parallelly. So guys, now if we look at this price action of Bitcoin here in a 4-hour time frame, what we can do is simply add this descending channel, because we were aware the upper line of this descending channel was acting as a strong line of resistance. Once we broke out of it, we started this new rally here, right? But we are also aware around this price range inside the descending channel, the price of Bitcoin was forming this low highs, low lows continuation pattern. But after breaking this upper line area, and also yesterday when we went towards this 49,300, 49,400 price area, right? What happened with price action? We broke the previous high. This previous high was lying around 48,800 price range. So what does this actually mean? So if we are now going to start this new rally here to the upside, then maybe we could be following this ascending channel and make higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern. So in our case, if we do see any sort of a pullback, we are aware around this 45 to 46,000, we do have some strong line of support lying around for Bitcoin, and to the upside, these previous tops are going to be a line of resistance for Bitcoin. So you can see here, this is a very, very simple way of looking at this price action, guys, right? You can see if this is going to continue. So if it is going to see any sort of a pullback, we know 45, 46,000, strong line of support, right? Consolidate and trying to break it to the upside, because this would also again confirm this inverse head and shoulder type of scenario that could be playing out parallelly for Bitcoin, right? So you can still see, even if it's going to see another pullback, we are still making higher lows, guys. So this is going to be higher highs, higher lows, continuation pattern type of scenario, as long as we are going to follow this rising trend line and finding support above this 45 to 46,000 price range. So these are some of the interesting scenario I wanted to share with you in today's episode. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys, hit that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye guys.